Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of World of Truck. This is a European version, Euro Truck Simulator 2. My name is Wilfred. Now I've been playing this event called Cruising Iberia, and for those who wonder where Iberia is, it is basically Portugal and Spain. Spain is one of my most favorite countries to visit for holiday in Europe, so I'm really happy that I got to truck around the area. So you have got to do like 20 trips, well, at least go through 20 cities. You can do it in 10 trips or for 20 different cities, or 20 trips across all the city one after the other, whichever way you want it to be, to complete the event. So I've done it from Barcelona into Zaragoza, and after that I've also trucked from the Bilbao to Pamplona. So now I'm going to truck from Burgos into Santander. So yeah, it's going to be non-alcoholic beer. Non-alcoholic beer. That is interesting. Well, actually, I've tried non-alcoholic beer in a Korean vegetarian restaurant. I must say that the experience is very strange. It doesn't taste like beer. It's a bit gassy. It does have the kind of like flavor to it, but it really doesn't feel like beer at all. But yeah, it is what it is. So time now is 5:04. I could truck it to there in the rain time. You know what? Let me do a rain kind of like a trucking, because I don't think you guys have seen. Well, I don't think you've seen a rain trucking for a while. So I'm just going to like do a man. And I'm trying to recall where the wind viper is. I think it's one of those buttons. Is it this button? Yes. Yeah, I got it sorted. Alright, so I need to turn right in front, which I'm going to do so in just a bit. And the turn right is easy.
Turn right.
There you go.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Alright, turning left. This is still Spain. It's a beautiful country, by the way.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Safety first.
Keep right. Exit now.
Okay, there's no traffic, then I can just go through it.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Okay, so I exit from here, and yep.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Yep, so that is
Keep
the
right. Exit now.
Yep, I get it. Yeah, red light in front, and I should reach there in just a moment.
Go straight.
Yeah, it's quite realistic. You can see that the water come out from the tire as you the car go through it. I mean, I've seen a lot of like improvement in the car.
Right.
Sorry, in this game, in the truck and the cars as well.
Right.
So it's fantastic.
This is where it ends.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that my light is on. Let me just test it in just a bit. Sometimes I get fined here if I don't turn on the light for some strange reasons. Okay, that is just yeah, I mean, even reverse gear has three gear, R1, R2, R3. So they are quite interesting. You can see the water coming out from there. Pretty cool. Yep. Yep, that's it.
Time to hit the road.
Let me see if my light is on. I can't really see it. Yeah, it is on. You can see a little kind of headlight sign, green color. Alright, let's go. It's not going to be a long trip, but it's going to be an interesting trip, I hope. Non-alcoholic beer. Well, we'll see.
Turn left.
Yep, there's been a few traffic in front, so I'm going to rest here for a while, just wait out. So yeah, I mean, you know, it's kind of interesting. I was just having dinner with one of my friends, and over dinner we were talking about, you know, with all the pandemic and when can we travel again. I think that was the question, and I think like she really wanted to go travel again, but the reality is that unless the pandemic situation is under control in the world, it's not going to be the normal. I mean, to go back to the old days. So yeah, I mean, I kind of like get it. You know, I come from a small country. I was born in a city as well, so I'm not that like affected by the fact that I'm in a place whereby, oh, there's a tourist there, by the way. I don't know what he's doing. I'm not that affected by the fact that I can't travel. But I can understand that some may probably feel that being trapped in a place and you can't go anywhere and so on. So yeah, I get it. But yeah, I mean, I don't particularly get affected by that. And besides, you know, kind of funny. I mean, you may just disagree with me, but that I mean, you know, you can still get in touch with the world through many ways. And I do a bit of gaming or trucking, and it does. I do like imagine that I'm overseas when I do that. I imagine I'm in somewhere in Spain while trucking through this one. I know it's not the reality, but it's pretty good escapism. Like just not thinking about the world for now. Just truck.
Keep left.
Yeah. And I mean, all these places are pretty authentic as well. There are bits and pieces whereby it resemble the real life kind of landscape. And road signs that is really like Spain road sign. I mean, that's good enough for me. Some trees here and there. But of course, you know, it'd be good if we could travel. But you know, the reality is that until when the situation getting more like, you know, control, it just won't happen anytime soon. So yeah, that is the reality. But am I affected by it? No, not really. I mean, so long as there's still games coming up, I can play different kind of games, and I'm happy, right? Just and of course with my friends as well who are into gaming. Some of you who are also playing with me virtually, or you know, just share some experience here and there. Yeah, I think I'm fine so far. And I was just talking to someone who said, you know, shall we go to World of Warcraft? Well, I don't know. I mean, that is a very interesting question, because I personally left the game like after sinking many hours in it. Well, not the most number of hours. I think the most number of hours for any particular game would be Marvel Heroes. I think I spent like 5,000 hours only. I don't think there's another game in recent times that I'll spend that much time with it. At least I don't really think that there'll be a game that will capture my attention for that many hours. But I think, I mean, looking back, World of Warcraft is probably the one that you know, it may worth revisiting. It's an accident in front. Or road work. Yeah, I mean, I was just saying that World of Warcraft is always the one that is worth. I think, you know, I don't know. I've been playing on it for so long that you know, sometimes I do wonder what would it be like if I were to revisit again, to, you know, maybe start our brand new character, you know, because I've been leveling a lot of alts and so on. I mean, that would be fun, right, to think about all these things, like, you know, what if I revisit again and so on. But I guess there's one thing that really, and it's how always got me into not playing the game. Oh my goodness, wow, what happened, man? I don't know why this truck suddenly stopped like this kind of speed, like, you know, crazy, isn't it? What am I supposed to do? I guess don't follow too close will be the answer. But anyway, so yeah, back to World of Warcraft. To me, the reason why I always hesitate to go back to the game is not about subscription. I think the subscription model is kind of like fair, because they do patch the game from time to time with content and so on. So on that part, I have no problem. Like, no, I think $15 a month is still pretty expensive, but I can understand why people pay the fee to. I mean, if you subscribe to Netflix to watch TV, I guess a similar amount of money, isn't it? I mean, and people who play World of Warcraft will tell you that they will spend even more hours with the game than, say, Netflix, or comparatively. So $15 a month, and if you pay for like even half a year, you get maybe $14 a month or what have you. There's some discount to it. It's all right. I mean, to me, I think it's a fair kind of like industry that I mean, it's fair. It's not like outrageous or what have you. They do have content that is a quality content that come up from time to time. So what am I against from a World of Warcraft point of view? I think I'm against the services that charge like really a lot of money. Like, for example, my character started in the US server, because back then the US server is the one that that is available back in 2004, I believe, when the first edition first came out. You know, the original vanilla World of Warcraft. But I feel that, you know, I don't really want to spend, like, you know, that kind of money to transfer my character into the they call it the Oceanic server, which is the Australian server, which the ping is a lot better, the latency is a lot better. And I found that you know, I missed the opportunity to transfer for free. They only open it for, like, you know, a short period of time, which I can't miss it. And it costs a lot of money. I don't know, $10 or $20 per character, and I've got like 10 characters easily, right? And I'm not going to spend that $200 just to transfer my character from one server to another server, which I think is ridiculous. You know, I'm not going into like PvP server or what have you, right? I mean, I'm just going from PvE to PvE. Just that I need a better server that improve my latency. Like, for example, if I play Diablo 3, all I need to do is just change some setting, and I can connect to the Australian gateway and have a much better latency, much stable latency. But I don't really get it, you know, from World of Warcraft perspective. You need to spend so much money, and they count by per character that you have to transfer. I don't think transfer should be chargeable even. I mean, if you look at games like Guild Wars 2, for example, one of the competitor, I would say, of World of Warcraft, or even Path of Exile, you know, in a sense, those free-to-play game. I mean, they sort out the gateway automatically. They connect you to the right server that give you the best result, and so on. So that's one of the reasons why I found that you know, I'm just not agreeable to the way that they charge me for something that I don't think is worth the kind of money per character. Now, of course, if I want to change a race, if I want to rename my character, for example, even so, I mean, you know, that is going to cost a fair bit. And oh, by the way, in order to transfer my character, it's not as simple as well, because I'm a guild leader. So first of all, I need to transfer the guild, and I need to pay money to transfer the guild. I've got 2 guilds, one in Alliance, one in Horde, so I need to do that because they are guild bank as well. And after that, I need to transfer the character one by one. And if I want to change the race and so on, which I get it, I mean, some people think that it shouldn't be free, but you know, even so, it costs a lot of money to change the race, change the name, for example, or change the, you know, what have you. So it just costs too much. And you could say, yeah, why not just roll extra character to get a new one? I don't mind, but the problem is that each server has a limitation. There's only that many characters you can roll onto it from both Alliance and Horde perspective. And I'm already full, like, you know, I can't do anymore. So that's one reason why I, like, you know, whenever I think about going back to World of Warcraft, I need to think about all these like service charges to get to a game that I like to play, and it's just not really my cup of tea. That's number one. And another thing that you know, I think you guys may feel that it's a little bit lame, but I feel that it's long overdue, I think, to have a new like a new race, like for real, not just those like cosmetic race that I don't count it as a new race, but like completely new race or completely new class. I mean, since when? It's been a while since World of Warcraft have a new race or new class, right? And sometimes it's a new class that get people going. I mean, otherwise, if I want to do it, I'll be rolling the same old race, then, you know, same old class again. If I try all the classes, you know, I mean, I could revisit the class. I'm not too fussy over the class, although I love to have some new classes. But you know, let me just change lane here. But I don't know. I mean, I think new race would have make it, like, you know, more fun, like completely new race with new storyline, and as I said, not just the cosmetic race that you get to unlock, whereby it just look like a Draenor or a Drain Knight, or anything else that looks like that. So yeah, I mean, but that's my thoughts. Happy to debate healthily over here as well. If you are also into playing like games like World of Warcraft, you know, what do you think? Are you going to subscribe it again? I heard the latest expansion is really good though, by the way. Of course, I get tempted, but then when I think through all these things, like well, you know, latency is still pretty bad. I'm in a server whereby people don't log in during my time zone, playtime, and wait, hang on, I think it's fine. I thought I missed the junction. Sometimes I do that. I have this tendency.
Keep right, and then exit right.
And if I were to think about all these things, and it just killed off my appetite to play World of Warcraft. Right. But that's just me. I mean, if I have the kind of time for MMO, what will I be playing? I don't know. That's a good question. Because there aren't really games like World of Warcraft, seriously. I mean, with all the raids and dungeon design, which you don't really get it from any games that you play, I think. They just do such a good job with the whole kind of like you know, things that you can keep hunting or doing, you know, for pets or for cosmetic item and so on. I mean, they have many things for you to do. You probably never get bored. Alright, cool. I discovered a new place. But yeah, so whenever I thought about that, it kind of like kills off all my interest of playing World of Warcraft. So yeah, it's a pretty long thought about it. But yeah, I mean, looking back, I don't think there's any other game in the current landscape that would, you know, that enable me to play for a long time, like, you know, like Marvel Heroes or World of Warcraft. At least not for now. Oh, there is a Ria de Soria. I think that's what it said. I may have got it wrong. There's a river. Pretty cool. Hang on. What is the speed limit? So time now is about 9 p.m. and under the sun of Spain, Spanish sun, it looks like it's still like daylight, huh? It's 9 p.m. That's pretty cool, huh?
Keep right and then exit right.
Okay, I'm gonna exit here and I'll be done. But thanks for tuning in, though. I mean, sometimes I do have random topic like today. It never planned for. I don't know why I talk about World of Warcraft. I was about to talk about my new puppy, and that was the plan. That was the plan to talk about my new puppy, but somehow I end up talking about World of Warcraft, huh? Wow, look at this place. Pretty cool.
Turn left.
Okay, and let me see. This is going to be rather challenging to park.
We are finished.
Because of all this container around you, there's a little bit of obstacle. You have to park right at that spot. So I'll do my best. I mean, that obstacle there would hinder me, like how far I can use the space. But I'm a professional trucker. Always welcome a good challenge. Although I don't necessarily enjoy parking that much, to be honest. But yeah. Okay, get the maximum space. Okay, reverse gear. Look at the camera here. Non-alcoholic beer. Yep, this is going to be challenging. I think this is going to be rather challenging. Holding my breath. It's as though I'm scratching it, huh? I am scratching it. But seems I'm okay. They don't mind. Like alright, cool. A bit of forcing my way in. Not the most elegant way to park, but yeah, I think you'll be fine. I'll be fine. So I just need to go back in front a little bit. I mean, in reality, that won't be fine, but yeah, this is a game. I mean, like I said, this doesn't really allow space to for you to maneuver. I think yep, I think it's fine. Just keep straight. Sometimes the hardest thing is to keep straight when you reverse. Okay, so this is done. Should be a wrap. Not the most inspiring kind of parking. I did hit the thing a little bit, but I don't think they count it as a damage for some reasons. Yep, it's excellent, 100%. There's like a more XP for the trailer maneuvering bonus, and with that I have added another 2 against the 20 target. So as just a recap for this cruising Iberia DLC, you have to travel to 20 different countries. You could, like what I'm doing here, is to buy garage, and you can actually buy garages. Like me, I just bought one here and then travel to here. You can buy another one, travel to somewhere nearby. It's a lot easier for you to get over this event, of course. Another way to play is that start with one country, just do 20 trips, and then eventually cover the entire kind of like Iberia, different country and so on. But either way, play it your way that you enjoy. Till the next time we see each other, drive safe and happy trucking. Goodbye.